Remember that epic email that Laura Goven sent out there to the world? You know, the one about Gilbert Arenas, her husband, ex-husband, whatever. And she was talking about him giving people STDs and him screwing around with her family members and friends, the staff, whatever. Just basically he was fucking the world like Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Just sticking his dick anywhere and everywhere it could fit. Like, oh, there's a light socket over there. Is it big enough to fit this motherfucker? Boom. Just sticking it everywhere. Just like, oh, look, a hole in the wall. Let me stick my dick there. Just fucking everything in sight. So basically, she also went on to say in the letter that he allegedly took the family's Thanksgiving dinner and gave it to his teammates as opposed to feeding his children. She had to go find the food for them to eat somewhere else during the holidays, and how he turned off the heat in their house or whatever when it was like 25 degrees outside. The letter was freaking epic, and I made a video about it where I read the whole thing, and it was long as fuck. I mean, it was probably like a 10-minute to 12-minute read or whatever. But anyways, if you want to look that up, just type in Laura Goven epic email or something like that. If you can't find it, let me know below in the comment section. I'll give you the link. The point is, though, that it looks like Laura may be in some deep doo-doo over that letter, which is just really terrible because, you know, not to sound like a simp, but she's too fine to be getting sued. Just my opinion. But I'm thirsty, and she's fine as hell. So I'm going to read to you what TMZ wrote. Here's an update on the story. TMZ writes, and I quote, "There's a difference between being sore over someone and giving sores to someone." So says Gilbert Arenas, who's suing his baby mama for claiming he gave her STDs. The ex-NBA star has filed a lawsuit against Laura Goen, claiming she concocted a diabolical scheme to humiliate him on a global scale by making everyone think he's rotten in the genitals, even though she knows he's not. According to the documents obtained by TMZ Sports, Arenas claims Govan got super bitter when he dumped her, so she decided to write an email to him chock full of nasty allegations and then leak it to various gossip sites, knowing they would run it. In the email, Arenas claims Govan wrote, quote, "When I left you, it was because I couldn't take the STDs." End quote. Gilbert is adamant in his lawsuit the accusation is false, and Govan knew it to be false when it was made. Arenas is suing for libel and demanding unspecified damages. End quote. Here's my opinion. Hell hath no fear like a scorned woman, and, you know, apparently he scorned her. I mean, this battle between them has been going on for a long time. Wasn't he the guy in the video that was destroying the car with like a brick or some crazy shit, you know, to try to hurt her? I don't know if it was her car or his car that he paid for. I don't really know, but if I'm not mistaken, there was a video of him. Wasn't him? I think he was a sports star. The video was. I just ignored the shit when I first saw it. It's like I turned it on. I was like, oh, look at this crazy shit, and just tuned out. Anyways, the point is, though, they've been battling for a long time now, and that email that she sent out was so bad that I said, whoa, you know, I didn't know whether or not I should even read it or post it anywhere. I thought maybe I should ignore that because it was really honestly disturbing. I mean, there was information in there that said shit about Drea Michelle from Basketball Wives LA. Of course, Laura and Gloria, excuse me, the sisters were on Basketball Wives at one point, and Drea Michelle just left the show actually this season, ironically in season 4. And in her letter, her email, she has said something to the effect of Gilbert had some goons or whatever beat up Drea and hold her in some apartment. I think that's what the letter said. Because, you know, it's hard to, there was so much, the letter was so freaking incredibly long. I've never, listen, that was the most epic, nasty, disgusting, slanderous shit I've ever seen in my life. And if you want to hear, like, I mean, it's one of those things where you shouldn't eat before you listen or read what she said, because you might throw up. It was like literally that bad. I mean, it's the type of shit that nightmares are made from. And I can understand him wanting to sue because honestly, I think it was the worst celebrity bashing, slander, whatever you want to call it, like the worst, the dirtiest shit I've ever seen from any celebrity. As far as words are concerned, that letter was epic. And I said to myself, wow, something in that letter has to be true, because nobody goes that fucking hard just making shit up. But she made dude seem like he was the damn devil. In all honesty, she made him seem like he was heartless, soulless. Didn't give a fuck about his children. Didn't give a fuck about anybody but himself. Like, I've never seen anybody go that hard on somebody before. So it's one of those things. If you can stomach it, check it out. But I'm giving you the gist of what was in there, so that way you have a warning, because it was pretty damn bad. But I can understand him wanting to sue her over that, because it was just really bad. It was off the chain. Never heard it. Never seen no shit like that before. And I hope to never hear or see two celebrities get into such a bitter, disgusting battle or war of words, or however you want to word it. It was just really disturbing, and it made me sad, because I said, wow, I don't want the kids that their children go to school with making fun of them about that. Like, you know what your mama said about your father on the internet? It was like that one thing that you could say to somebody to make them snap. You know what I mean? So, because there was so much bad stuff in there, basically she made him seem like he was subhuman, like he was scum. So, but at the same token, I don't believe that all of it was false. I believe some of it might have been exaggerated. Yeah, that's possible. But you can't tell me somebody went that damn hard and the whole thing was just made up. I don't believe that. But anyways, the truth probably lies somewhere in the middle. That's my point. So anyways, let me know what you think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more.